Got some major Cleveland Browns free agency updates. Who the Browns looking at in free agency. We're going to look at some reports today. And also, our former head coach, Kevin Stefanski, went on Pardon My Take and had some comments about the Browns. We're going to look at all of it, all the Browns news. That's what the show's about. Welcome in to the Browns Report, everybody. I am your host, Joey O'Donohue. And before we dive into the Browns news, if you are a diehard Browns fan, okay, if you love the Browns, you want them to have a good offseason, I'm going to need you to like the video right now. Tap that like button. I'd be smashing it as hard as I could. If you want the Browns to smash the draft, have a good offseason, sign the right free agents, all the above, finally can watch some winning football again, man. That's all I want for this team. Hit the like button if you feel the same way, and let's get into the first report we have. Now, it's from Tony Pauline, so take it for what you will. But one source says that the Browns are interested in free agent wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson, who was a member of the New York Giants last season. He's a smaller receiver, but he is very explosive, okay? So let's talk about Wan'Dale just a little bit. He's 5'8", like I said, smaller receiver. But, one thing that stood out to me was CeeDee Lamb, actually, before the season said he was a sleeper, an underrated wide receiver in this league. Called him nice, has crazy routes and speed. He is a good, speedy wide receiver. He is explosive. He's just on the smaller side. And so do you want Wan'Dale in Cleveland? When he had a breakout season last season for the New York Giants, good time to have a breakout season to start putting up these kind of numbers, right? When you're about to be a free agent, just over 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, 140 targets, right? In 16 games for New York, and Jackson Dart and, Russell Wilson, whoever else they were playing at quarterback. Our old buddy Jameis Winston played for them as well at one point, but Wan'Dale, the decision is, does New York want to bring him back, or is he going to go test free agency? And if the Browns really are interested in him as a team that needs a wide receiver, I was looking at the cost, and it might be about $17.6 million a year, according to Spotrac. That's a little pricey to bring in Wan'Dale. I'm not going to lie to you. And this draft class of wide receivers filled with a lot of studs, a lot of guys I really like that could be wide receiver ones right away. If you do it at pick 6, you can get Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, maybe even Jordan Tyson if he falls a little bit and you take him later. Denzel Boston, Omar Cooper Jr., a lot of guys I think could be wide receiver ones right away. I don't know that you need to pay Wan'Dale Robinson that kind of money. I'm not saying it's over the moon super expensive. I'm saying it's a little bit expensive for Wan'Dale Robinson specifically. Not that I don't like his game, but you be the GM for me if you're Andrew Berry. Do you want Cleveland to sign Wan'Dale? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Again, I have no problem with him. I think he's a good receiver. I think there's better, cheaper options for Cleveland this offseason. And then, like Andrew Berry said, we're one offseason away from being big spenders and hyper-aggressive. That's my take on what Cleveland will end up doing and, well, quite frankly, what they should do. Mary Kay has reports. This time, we'll see if it's accurate. She says that the Browns are very keen on re-signing linebacker Devin Bush. That is a high priority for the Browns in free agency to re-sign Devin Bush, to bring him back. And I want to talk about breakout seasons. I wouldn't even call his breakout. I would say he's revived, man. He was an absolute stud in Cleveland last season for the Brownies. 125 tackles. I mean, I do credit Jim Schwartz and Jason Tarver for the job they did with Devin Bush, but he looked good out there, man. Flying around, good tackling linebacker, also good in coverage. You see 8 passes broken up, 3 interceptions. You even see 2 touchdowns. What's that about for a linebacker? Well, he had 2 pick sixes last year. It was electric. And 2 forced fumbles. Do it all. Played all 17 games. Looked pretty great with Carson Schlesinger next to him. I like the linebacker tandem we got going. And, I do bring up the draft, right? This is a deep linebacker class in the draft, too, so you could get a cheap option there. But Cleveland, Andrew Berry told reporters he's not overly optimistic JOK is going to play football ever again, which is very sad. Huge fan of Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah when he was out there for the Browns, another stud linebacker Cleveland hit on. And if it's true that he's not going to be back, well, I could see why Bush rises up your priority list. Hey, let's get a guy we know was good for us. Hey, let's get a guy we know works in our system, was good in our system. And you want to talk about price? Well, be cheaper than a wide receiver, but Bush could end up getting up to $10 million a year. He might get $12 million a year. I bet the Cowboys are really interested in Devin Bush. They have been since the trade deadline. So you're going to have to be in a little bit of a bidding war here. But if Bush is grateful to Cleveland for giving him a chance last year and helping develop him into what he can be, he was a top pick in the draft a while ago, well, I could see this deal working out, and I'm glad that this is the top priority for the Browns. I liked watching Devin Bush. I liked having the pairing there with Carson Schlesinger. Your linebackers are all good, and you're still going to draft some good defensive talent. You might get another safety. You might get another corner. I don't think you're going D-line, but there's some stud defensive linemen in this draft too. So I'm glad Bush is a priority in free agency. And you can use the draft to get some other young guys on the O-line, on the wide receiver room, and corners as well. You let me know. Are you down with that? Should the Browns re-sign Devin Bush? Type R for re-sign. Type D for don't. If you think it's too pricey, you think let's just let him test free agency and draft a linebacker, I'll hear you out. But personally, I'm typing R for re-sign. I like Devin Bush. I want him back in the land, and that's my opinion on the matter. We got more Browns news and rumors to get into, and like I said, Stefanski went on PMT, so we'll talk about that. But first, let's talk about the awesome new clothes that I have been wearing from our friends over at Rag & Bone. If you go to rag-bone.com and use code CHAT, you get 20% off your order. These clothes are comfortable and classy and feel super high quality too. I've already got a couple compliments on the denim shirt that I'm rocking. People think I have style now, and the clothes are built to last. I got myself the infused denim brown and black shirt, paired it with their R baggy fit infused jeans that honestly are so comfortable, I forgot I was wearing jeans. And now I've got a nice stylish outfit I can wear anywhere and impress. Infused has that made-to-last quality you notice the first time you put them on. They feel premium, look sharp, and you can tell they're meant to be a long-term wardrobe staple. It is time to upgrade your denim with Rag & Bone. For a limited time, our listeners get 20% off their entire order with code CHAT at rag-bone.com. That is 20% off at rag-bone.com with promo code CHAT. When they ask where you heard about them, please support our show and let them know we sent you. All right, next update we're going to look at here is from Mike Garafolo, NFL Insider. Talking about free agency, well, salary cap's going up. NFL confirmed to teams today the 2026 salary cap will be $301.2 million per club. It's up $22 million again. Now, it's actually a little bit less than the projection was, but it is still up year after year after year, and that continues to increase. What does that mean? More opportunity to spend, more opportunity to create cap space, and Cleveland can go target a couple free agents once they do free it up. Jordan Schultz told us that there's one a lot of teams are keen on. Schultz at the combine right now, and he's hearing from several teams, are very high on Ravens free agent tight end Isaiah Likely and what he could do as a tight end one for their team. Jill, just 25 years old, has never played more than 60% of snaps in a season. He seems poised for a nice payday and a bigger role, perhaps another breakout season for Isaiah Likely. Will he follow Todd Monken to the Browns? With David Njoku saying he's leaving Cleveland free agency, I could see Likely coming on over. That'd be a lethal duo, man. Fannin and Likely together, two athletic tight ends, decent blockers as well. Oh, man. Offense is going to get humming soon, ladies and gentlemen. I promise. I hope. Rasheed Walker is another free agent that has been linked to the Browns a lot from different ESPN sources, including Jeremy Fowler, the Green Bay Packers offensive tackle. It's our biggest need. He's a younger option. It's not my favorite of the options. I mean, he's decent. He's above average. He's not standout Pro Bowl left tackle, right tackle, though. See if Cleveland brings him in for some value here in free agency if they clear up the space. Now let's talk about Kevin Stefanski, all right? Our old head coach, he was on PMT. He's got comments about Shedeur Sanders and about how things ended with the Browns. So we'll take a look at what he said to Big Cat and the Barstool Sports crew over there. The first update from Stefanski was he praised Shedeur, actually, said that he's got to be careful speaking about players. He doesn't coach, but he is rooting for Shedeur Sanders. He actually said verbatim he loves Shedeur Sanders. I mean, so much speculation during the season of if Stefanski hated him, liked him. All I can say for certain is that he wanted Dylan Gabriel to be the starter over Shedeur Sanders. Not necessarily personal, but speculate how you want. What else is Stefanski going to say? He said he loves Shedeur and he is rooting for him. Another thing Stefanski said was that, first of all, his sense of humor is coming out. I mean, he seems a little bit more fun. Seems like he's relieved to be in Atlanta as well. But he was told he would be fired by the Browns the Thursday before the season finale, okay? Before that Bengals game. Said he appreciated he was able to prepare his family before the news became official, but honestly, what are the Browns doing, though? You telling the guy before the game, you're about to get fired? Somehow we still won the game. So credit to the Browns for pulling that one off. But Stefanski did say he appreciated that. I just thought it was really interesting that nobody got wind of that, but he did know about it before the Bengals game. I was calling the game, too. If you guys were watching with me, I was like, you could tell Stefanski looks out of it like he's done. And apparently that was the case, NFL report cards came out. They got leaked, if you will, and basically every single head coach got a grade from the NFLPA. Stefanski got the worst grade of every coach in the league last year. I'm not kidding you. C- was the grade that came out. It was worse than any other coach in the league. Guys, I tried to tell y'all this. I tried to let it be known. I tried to be honest. I tried to put it out there that Stefanski should have been fired. I was making fire Stefanski videos week 6. October 12th. I put this weigh-in up. I said, fire Stefanski, yes or no? I did a video on it way back when. I always knew he was a little bit overrated. I knew he was part of the issue in Cleveland. That's why the offense has been so sluggish the past 2 years. People said, Joey, what are you talking about? He's a 2-time coach of the year. Stefanski's not the problem. He's the biggest problem for the offense. That's why you got a C- grade. The offensive line's the biggest problem, but Stefanski was not hurting. He's boring, stale. I think Atlanta fans are going to find that out pretty quick. So, what do you think? Let me know. The Browns make the right decision when they fired Kevin Stefanski? I say yes. You tell me what you think in the comments section down below. He's gone. We're all in on Todd Monken right now. I'm big in on the Monk. Players love him everywhere he's been. I think he's going to revamp this offense right away. So, you tell me. Was this the right move? Let me know. Comment section. Also, give me a follow on all social media platforms. I've been tweeting a lot about the NFL Combine, exclusive interview footage on my Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. So type in those handles. Give me a follow. Would really appreciate it on all the platforms. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button to the Browns Report. Daily, free Browns videos. I've been your host, Joey O'Donohue. Thanks for hanging out with me here, watching the Browns Report, and I will see you soon with more Browns content.